I'm watching the intro right now. I made it. So we're at one of those Little Rock Land March, Arkansas.
Yeah. Hear my song. Trap jazz. Yeah. Keys to the city. You know. Philly mode. Yeah. Hey, look. Hey, this what happens when you make room for God's gift. Amongst your people, you create a continental drift. For my culture, it's the conversation. Trap jazz is the safe, and these keys is the combination. City full of rap trash, I ain't having that. Substance over everything, clean up, I'm at bad. They don't wanna see you shine, cuz. Tell them haters start from scratch, get in line, cuz. We ain't got time for it. We really doing this shit.
Where would I be if you let me down? Where would I be if you let me down?
The Polistas presents Philly Moves 90s Type-ish is the name of the new album, project, mixtape, whatever you want to call it. The new project.
Taking us back to the 90s.
I'm taking us back to the 90s, man. I'm trying to give us that that feel good feeling that you get when you hear 90s music. You know, like I was explaining to you, you're a little bit off camera. in the 90s, everybody listened to the radio. I mean, like, they listen to the radio now, but it's watered. It's a bunch of repeat of the same songs. Like, and you don't even know half of the songs that are playing now on the radio. But back in the 90s, man, whatever. TLC, Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls, Knicks, You Making It Hard for Me, or Blackstreet, Before I Let You Go, Mary J. Blige. I mean, I could go on and on. Erykah Badu. You knew all the songs, so, you know, and it made you feel good when you heard it. It's like, oh, that was the whole, oh, that's my jam era. Let me crank that up. All that happened in the 90s, so I'm just trying to get us back to that, man. Just trying to get us back. Folks just really not giving the care, you know, just, you know, about quality. You know, they want quantity, but they don't want quality. They want to just put a whole bunch of stuff out and like, oh yeah, this is my music, go check this out. It stopped being about the music, you know. It started being more so about that producer's ego, and he or she, whoever's producing, you know, they lost sight of making music the biggest ego. You know, when they're making this music. And authenticity kind of got lost too, you know. Authenticity kind of got lost too. I feel like, you know, that's a key element that they had back then that, you know, we kind of lost sight of, you know. It's like, man, when I'm riding in the car and I hear, your love is wonderful, I'm like, oh man, that's Faith Evans. I'm like, oh man, let me cut that up, because I know I'm finna hear, soon as I get home. I'm waiting on it. Like, classic. I'll make it up to you. Baby, I do what I gotta do. You know, the realness in those words and the lyrics, it's like, you know, you really feel where she's coming from. You know, everybody done had a hard day at work, and then, you know, they got that one person that they know gonna be there, whether they married or not, you know, that just makes the hell that they went through during the day worthwhile coming home to, you know. We trying to put Little Rock on the map, man, with this project. We're going to put it on all the platforms and everything. So we're trying to put Little Rock out here on the map. Real deal. It's about that time. It's past time. We overdue.
So my involvement with the album is just like pretty much with any project that comes across the table in the camp or just in the family period at this point. I immediately take, you know, instant action into, okay, what is it gonna take in order to get that done? And so when Philly Move came to me with the idea about the 90s Type-ish project, you know, I just went into straight producer mode. What is it gonna take to go from this idea to a complete finished project? And a lot of that process comes, you know, of course, late nights, early mornings, you know, of course, that's a huge process to say go from nothing, I'm talking about nothing in the atmosphere, to now you listening into your speakers. Like, people don't even understand what comes along with that, because he plays, but he doesn't record, you know what I'm saying? So he has to get into a space to where he can actually play what he's thinking. We had Eric making beats, you know what I'm saying, around the clock. So that means that Eric, he's constantly sending beats, and then we picking between us which ones that we think might fit, and da-da-da-da-da. So a lot of times you also don't hear the songs that we don't use, because we record on a lot of stuff. But just kind of totally engulfing myself into what that project might sound like if it was a complete body of work. And then, yeah, you just go into 90s man. That's what I turned into. I turned into 90s man. I stopped shaving. I was trying to get me a 90s beard, you know what I mean? Like, I just put myself totally in that space to say, okay, this is what we on right now. And I think it turned out like, you know, it's gonna be one of those, if you really sit down and listen to it, you're gonna want to listen to it over and over again, because it's gonna really take you back to the 90s.
Thank you. Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever.
Young Eric over there. Got a heat alert. Got some heat over there. Come plug in, dog. Come plug in. I don't know. Come plug in. Let me see that.
So yeah, it's gonna make sense if we just put all the rap joints in the middle, basically.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, cause with you popping it off,
Right, that kind of opens the door for you to be like, oh, it's rap on this joint. And then from that point, you just keep it going until we get to Tupac. We could do a whole nother 90s edition if we did the hip hop. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, we really could, and that would go crazy.
Then the C scale joint right here, that's gonna be perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah, sneak them in the 90s.
Bitch of none of these hoes, and I chose another reason. She makes me a better man, treats me like a king, and makes me feel like I'm better.